Okay, so this is kind of a review slash little fix for these halogen lights that you pick up at wherever for like 30-40 bucks. Like, they're not too expensive. They usually come with a little stand so you can telescope them up and have them up so high, or you can let them just sit on the ground or whatever. Uh, they're a very simple unit. They seem to work pretty good. You tend to go through bulbs with them because they get so hot, but they put out a lot of lights, so that's kind of your trade-off. But it's worked great. The only issue I've had is, if I turn this around here, the switches. Usually there's a little red switch right there, just a push button, and it never was like a really easy switch to use, and they end up breaking, so they just don't work at all. So I personally don't like that at all. That's terrible. They should spend an extra $5 on the unit and charge me an extra $5 and put a proper switch in it. So what I've done is, I didn't want to throw out the lights because they're still great. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. Most of the paint's still on them, even. Like, they don't get a lot of abuse. So what I did is I put just a little toggle switch on it. And these things are fairly cheap, couple bucks, and just simple on and off. They're really easy to use comparatively to that. And I just put a little electrical tape over the hole, and you're good to go. I had to drill a little hole in the side of this in order to fit it in. Depending on the different model, you might have to play with that, how you go about doing that. But this is the home light. So I don't know if you have the exact same model of home light. You can do the exact same way as me, or whatever kind you got, you just got to adjust accordingly. But all I've done is, the rest of these are already connected, so this will come already done like this. So you'll have the two coming off that and going on to the original switch. Well, I cut them off and skin the wire, and then I've crimped on one of these. So this is just a little electrical, like, connector type deal. You just stick the wire in the end there, and then you crimp it. So you just essentially squeeze that part really hard with the wire in. There's a proper crimper you use for it, but if you don't have it, a pair of pliers or anything will do it. But so I crimped that on, and then this particular style had a little screw there, so I figured that was perfect. So I just screwed that in, and yeah, works awesome. Then I threw a little tape around it just to be on the safe side. You don't want it shorting out on anything, right? And there's the hole I drilled in the side, so it just goes right in there, and then you're good to go. Put the cover back on, and screws, and got your tape and everything. So it's a very simple thing to do, but it'll extend the life of your lights by a lot, because there's nothing else really to go wrong. I've done this, and these have been, I got maybe a year or so out of the original switches, and then I switched to these, and these have been rocking for quite a while now. And again, no issues. These were, I think, like maybe $3 or $4 a piece. Like, they weren't that bad. So I figure $6. If you don't have a bunch of these little things lying around, you might be able to borrow one, or just go to any of your home supply stores or whatever. They'll have them. They're pretty common, and again, you just need, what, 4 of them to do this entire job. So you're talking like maybe $10, and you fix these up, and they'll work for years and years to come. There's nothing else really to go wrong with it. So yeah, hopefully that helps you, and if you have the same issue as me, just kind of let me know. I don't know how common this is, but I thought it was quite odd that it happened with both of them. One, maybe I just got a dud switch, but both of them, that's kind of, I don't know, not really a fluke anymore. Just they're shit. So I don't know. There's a quick fix for you though. Works great, no issues. Just make sure you do that nice and safe so you're not binding any wires too tight or pinching anything. Wrap it all in tape so nothing can touch anything and short out. Just always be safe like that. If you're at all unsure of that, get an electrician. But yeah, it's pretty simple. You don't end up really touching anything else. You'll just have these two wires connected to the switch. So just get it and do it. Like, there's only two spots. Like it's pretty much idiot proof. But like I say, if you haven't done a lot of it, get somebody who knows what they're doing to look it over. But yeah, there you go. Hopefully this helps.